After a points finish in the sprint and in the main race in China, we go into Japan across Asia, leading Mercedes in the constructors. Unbelievable scenes after 2 rounds. Going into Japan, Konnersport think they might be able to repeat the point success. Obviously, I don't think they're going to be ahead of Mercedes by the end of the weekend, but given how well their season's gone so far, anything is possible. Hello everybody and welcome to F126 My Team Career mode for part number 3 here in Japan. We go into the weekend with no upgrades since they failed, and I have been feeling the punch, especially in this first sector. They were supposed to be front downforce upgrades, and they've not gone on. And I've really been feeling it through here the entire weekend. I've still got understeer now. It's not going as fast as I think it can, or as much as I want it to. I've struggled so much through there. And at a track like Japan, where aero is so important, it's really going to cost us lap time. Here we are though, in qualifying nevertheless. Practice went well, programs completed perfectly. We're driving as Fornaroli this weekend to try and beat Browning after his unbelievable China weekend. A P5 in the sprint, and I think it was a P6 in the end in the main race, but nevertheless I think he got 13 points, something like that if I remember correctly. Unbelievable result, if I do say so myself. Obviously we were driving as him, and now we've got to try and repeat it here with Fornaroli. We're 3 tenths up on Lance Stroll into the final sector, only a chicane to go through 130R. Russell a 30.1, that is rapid. I don't think I've seen anyone get anywhere near that. I've just seen a lot of 31s. Round the final corner we go, straight line open, over the line, and we go 7th, 4 tenths off Lawson, behind Bottas and ahead of our teammate Luke Browning. A very good lap, I think, a very good banker to try and improve on. And as the people come through and do their laps, I imagine we're just going to slump down the order. And yes, we are 19th. Well, it'll be 20th once Charles Leclerc's done his lap. Getting out to Q1, it's possible. We're trying to repeat the points finish from China, and that might not be as possible, to be honest. Japan's a very hard track to overtake at. And in China, we did get a lot of luck that came our way as well. We'll see. We've got one more lap to try and get out, but we need quite the improvement. And I think I've massively cocked up here. I accelerated too much time. We've got 2 minutes to get around the track, but the tyres, they're going to be worn out by the time we get round. It should be enough time, but it's a rookie error, a rookie error. We've gone so slowly that whoever's in that Haas there has nearly caught up to us, but it doesn't matter. We're okay. We've got enough time to go start our lap, so let's get cracking. I don't know where I'm going to find any time, because the lap itself felt really good. So maybe in the first sector, commit a bit more through the corners, just like that. And we're hovering over a little bit. I don't know where we're going to find much time. Clearly all in the first sector, as we are 2.5 tenths up then after sector number 1. Oh, that's a big use of curb, maybe turning a bit too much there. The pressure is getting to me, but we are 3 tenths up. We are flying right now. Into the hairpin we go then. In the middle sector we're dropping down to P23. Luke Browning has improved and he's jumped us. We're 5 tenths up now. This lap is looking good. We've only pretty much got the spoon curve and the chicane to go, but we are running out of battery as well. Oh, lovely run there through the spoon curve, and now we are 7 tenths up, 8 tenths up as we go towards the final sector, but we are running out of battery. Into overtake mode then through 130R as we head down towards the chicane for one last time. 8 tenths up. This lap has been absolutely brilliant. I have no idea how I've been able to find all this time. 9 tenths through there. We lost quite a bit. They lost about a tenth on the exit. Over the line though. Where is it? I think it is P13. We are into Q number 2, and that is it was quite the lap, quite the lap indeed. Yep, P13 then in qualifying, safe by 3 tenths, wasn't even close, and we were 5 tenths quicker than Browning, so in the end quite a lot of improvements. I mean, that lap was very important. It was pretty much only Stroll which was still lacking behind, so big lap there and a big result into Q number 2. I think that's our first time in Q2 in this entire season. Q2 then, we did one lap right at the end, and I was going to say it's nothing to talk about, but we are 4 thousandths away from getting into Q3 from Arvid Lindblad. I mean, you can find that time anywhere, even, an exit slightly better, or you carry like half a mile an hour quicker through a corner. And I found that time. That is unbelievably close. And Lawson as well. 4 thousandths between 10th, 11th and 12th. Could not get closer. Without further ado, it's time for the Grand Prix.
Come back on a strike for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Antonelli, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Piastri, Verstappen, Sainz, Lindblad, and Ollie Behrman, Lawson, Fornaroli, Franco Colapinto, and Gasly, Hadja, Alonso, Valtteri Bottas, and Esteban Ocon, Bortoletto, Hulkenberg, Albon, Perez, Browning, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Well, here we are then on the grid, and we are going for an ultra-aggressive 2-stop strategy. 7 laps on the soft, which is not a long time. It's a 27-lap race, and then 9 on the medium, 11 on the hards, providing there are no safety cars in between. P12, obviously, a brilliant chance at getting some more points on the board after China. The pace is good. We know this. It's time to make the most of it. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. With this upward trajectory with, no upgrades on the car, you really must think, why have the AI slowed up so much? It's not like our cars have got any faster. We are still, I think, the 11th worst team in the grid, because there's 12 cars. We're ahead of someone. I think it might be Aston Martin, and I mean, that figures. Lance Stroll is behind Browning, and that battle wasn't even close in qualifying as we ran the final chicane. But yeah, I mean, the car's good. I mean, maybe the AI is just slow, but the car's not felt good all weekend. And yet here we are in P12 somehow. And with through strategy, we might be able to get some more points off it as well through just, being able to undercut everyone every single stop. I'm sure some people here are going to be on one stops. There always is the odd car on the one stop as we line upwards towards the grid, get it spot on. Purple parking, waiting for Stroll to roll up at the back. And it is time to get going then. So 5 lights. Here we are, 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go for the Grand Prix. It's been an alright start. Look at Liam Lawson, he's got an absolutely wonderful start, but then in the second phase with some boost, we're able to shoot past the pair of them. Lawson round the outside, he's gone off the road. Oscar Piastri also off the road, and he nearly swerves back into Verstappen. Jesus, Lindblad slowing up Lawson, who was trying to have a look at us, and we are up into P10. We've jumped Behrman, and we've jumped Lawson in the opening start then through the first corner. As we roll through the first sector, Lindblad also on the hard tyres, so we kind of need to try and get past him at some point as well, quite quickly, using some boost. Not going to be able to make a move into Degner 1 or Degner 2 as we come through. Now maybe up into the hairpin, we'll have a look. Oh, we're absolutely going for it in the hairpin, up the inside of Lindblad, up into P number 7 in this Grand Prix. We've got Sainz and then Hamilton and Verstappen, quite a stacked grid ahead of us here, but ahead of Lindblad, P9 is a brilliant start to this Grand Prix. There we go, lap 1 complete, and Lawson now has also got past Lindblad. I don't think we've got the pace here to stick with Carlos Sainz and those cars ahead. Obviously they've used a lot of boost into turn 1. I think I saw some fighting up ahead, but I just don't think we're going to be able to stick with them for long enough without taking too much out of the tyres. We've got to bear in mind, I think our race here in this Grand Prix might be Behrman and the 2 RBs, and maybe if we can pick a place or 2 off these guys, then maybe these guys are in front of us as well, but they are big cars, they're a lot faster than us, and already we're 1.5 seconds behind Carlos Sainz, nearly a second out from Lindblad though, so I suppose in a way it's been an alright start. We've caught the curb though, and we're off the road. Nothing I could do about that. Slide slightly wide, and Lindblad's going to get past us, and Behrman's going to try and get past us into the hairpin, but we can just slot back into P10. A mistake very early doors then on lap number 10, and a big one at that. Here we go, maybe into the chicane, we're wide again, and we get a warning for that one. Maybe into the chicane, we force Lindblad defensive, but we're not able to make a move. Through the final chicane we go then, onto the back straight. We have some battery, but not a lot of it, but we're going to use it anyway. Down we go, using boost. He's using a lot of boost as well as we go down towards turn number 1. We're going to have to look for the outside then into turn number 1. It's not even a contest. We're fully ahead by the time we get there, and now we need to try and build up that second gap again, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. A mistake which has possibly cost us a bit of breathing room while our softs are still good. I mean, we only have 50% battery on this lap, and look at where Lindblad is. He's going to absolutely try and go for a move then as we head up the hill to 130R, and Behrman's coming as well, and so is Isaac Hadjar as we go into 130R. We've lost 3 positions on one single straight down towards the chicane. We're able to fight Hadjar, and Behrman's left us a little bit of room, and that is unbelievable how much time you can gain. I have no idea where Lawson's gone, by the way. He's absolutely gone backwards, and Hadjar is still trying to come back at us then as we go down towards turn number 1, and I don't have a fight for that. He's through up into P11, and we're down into P12. This strategy with the softs is already starting to backfire, and the softs still feel good. And for some reason we do not have hot lap mode, and I'm not completely sure why, but here comes Pierre Gasly down our inside. We're sinking still. We've lost a second to Hadjar already, and honestly this strategy is completely backfired. We're going to fight it into the final chicane, and we're going to have him into the final chicane, but I have no idea what's going on here. We have no hot lap, we have no overtake mode now, and Gasly is just going to absolutely fly past us yet again, and Colapinto is going to have a look at it as well, and there goes Colapinto. We are sinking. I have no idea what's going on here. Do we have an engine issue? And no one's told me about it. Gasly's gone wide, and I think that's Ollie Behrman who's gone really wide as well, but this is so confusing. We have no pace whatsoever. Even Lawson now is right on us as well. We are losing chunks of time here to absolutely everyone, as here comes Liam Lawson, and Alex Albon's going to follow him through. I have no idea what is going on here. We have no pace whatsoever. I don't even know what's going on. I'm not even sure if it's the tyres. It honestly could just be the car, and this is a reality check and a half, isn't it? But it's so strange. We don't have hot lap mode. I believe that, I think it's a glitch, isn't it? I think it's a known glitch, and we're suffering from it. I mean, look at that. Off they go, pissed up the road, and I think that we might as well just box at the end of this lap. I think we might be massively down on power here. As you can see, we're using boost, still using boost, and we're hardly taking any time out of the cars ahead. I think we might have a power issue, and well, this isn't going to be fixed at all during the race, so we're just going to have to try and deal with it, and we're just going to have to go backwards and backwards. Maybe eventually we might be able to stop it going backwards, but I mean, it's annoying. We're going to have to try and be sneaky with strategy here. Which, speaking of, here we go, onto the mediums for the first stop of this Grand Prix. Out we go. We're going to be last, and we've just got to drive consistently and see what we can get from this race now. Points look very unlikely. Here we go then. Some of the people we were racing before are pitting, and let's see where we're going to come across them. There's Lawson, and we've only just beat him. We are so slow. I don't know what's going on here. I honestly think we might be really down on power. We don't have hot lap mode, which is definitely holding us back quite a lot, because obviously the AI don't use hot lap mode. We do quite a lot, quite often in certain parts of the track, and I think this is holding us back quite a bit, but we're also 5 seconds ahead of Hulkenberg, so it's quite a nice healthy chunk. We are so slow, it's actually unbelievable. We just lost a second to Nico Hulkenberg going on the straight towards the final chicane. It's not even funny. There is a massive problem. Something is wrong, and I think this race is it's just about trying to hold on to as much as we've got as possible. But right now we're so slow in a straight line. The AI is so much quicker. We're just going backwards. I mean, it's not even funny. It's just a whole massive shit show. And here comes Liam Lawson, and he's right behind us. I imagine he's going to absolutely fly past us in a minute. He's looking outside, now inside. We're just about going to be able to hold on for now, but he's just going to absolutely blitz past us into turn number 1 here, surely. I mean, we'll fight it as long as we can, but we've lost a second to Colapinto on this lap as well. He's just come into the pit lane. It's like, I don't know what's going on. Something's not right. Something is broken. And even with boost, Liam Lawson's so much quicker than us as we head towards turn 1. We've absolutely miles past Lindblad though, so that's at least a positive from this Grand Prix. Regen through here, we've got to be smart with how we use it, but it just feels so slow. It literally feels like there's no power. It feels like we're stuck on ice or something when we are trying to get going, and it's not very fun. There we are then, we've got to defend from Liam Lawson yet again as we go down towards the final chicane, and this time he's basically pushing us down the straight, but now he backs out and now he's going for the inside at 130R. We've got to leave in the room as we go down towards the final chicane. We've still got to leave in the room on the outside, but we're just about able to defend that, and I think this could be quite an interesting battle as long as we can hold on with our little parachutes, which I think we might have. I mean, look how fast he is there. Look at that speed there. That is ridiculous. We've got to try and hold it around the outside of turn number 1 now, and it's actually brilliant racing between the two of us as we hold it around the outside and keep the position, but it's fucking ridiculous how fast he is down the straight. It's bonkers. I also don't think we're recharging the battery very properly either. It just seems like there's never anything in it, and now Lawson's really going to try and go for it, and Lindblad's going to try and follow him as we come through 130R. Again, we're going to have to give him the outside towards the final corner, but again, I think we're going to be able to defend it. Yes, we are, but this is just an absolute nightmare. Oh, and we nearly spin there into the pit wall. That would have been unfortunate. Down the main straight we go, and he's nowhere near, I don't think. I think we should be okay, maybe. No. Down towards turn number 1, we've got to defend, and we've gone a bit deep, but we just about keep the position for now, and it's an unbelievable defensive drive from ourselves here. Oh my god, Lindblad's absolutely going for it then as we go down to 130. We're going to have to defend this very heavily, side by side, down towards 130. He backs out before the apex, which gives us time to swoop around the outside and take the normal racing line. But this, I mean, it just shows how difficult it can be to overtake around a certain track like Japan. There is really not a lot of opportunities for the 2026 cars. I mean, Lindblad's coming right back at us. We are boxing at the end of this lap, but here comes Lindblad. Still, no, we've got the boost to be able to hold him there, and we keep our P13. This is actually turning into an unbelievable display, but we are just causing a massive traffic jam behind us. There are 5 cars here now in this queue, and I think the other Audi's really fallen off the pace, but there's no punch. There is no power whatsoever. And it feels so slow. I think most of these guys are 2-stopping. I'm not sure if anyone's going to follow me in. No, they all keep going round, which to be fair, I wouldn't blame them. And that is just the cherry on the cake, isn't it? The cherry on top, a 10-second penalty and a slow pit stop as well, and this race is going from bad to worse to unbelievable. Aston Martin, like you're speaking of, 22nd and 23rd. And we have a yellow flag, and it is for Fernando Alonso, who is slowing, and he is out of this race. Here comes Hulkenberg yet again around the outside. I'm not really sure we've got much of a fight for this one now. Through 130, that's a bit sketchy. I'd rather not do that again. But into the chicane, we're fully ahead, and we keep the P19. Yay, P19, good fun. As we come through, I think Stroll and a Cadillac are in now, but oh my god, look at the launch, man. Look at the fucking launch. He goes through, and we can't fight that now around the outside at turn 1. We've lost P19, well now P16, and we're down to P17. Here we go, we might be able to get back at Hulkenberg here, down towards turn number 1, straight mode activated over the line, lap 21, and at 27 we go for the outside, and we make the move, and Ocon is following us through. He's going to try and go round the outside at turn number 1, and he's gone wide, and he's lost out there to Hulkenberg. Behrman's just popped up in front of us. I've not seen him for a while. He's really left that late to box 6 laps on a mediums. Bit stupid that from Haas, but whatever. I mean, we might not finish last. I'm not sure how far Cadillac and Stroll are behind us, but if they're not too far back, then we might not finish last or 23rd. Oh, and we're deep there, and this is going to give Ocon a brilliant chance. Down towards 130R in the final corner, and there he goes, screaming past us. Esteban Ocon up into P16 in this Grand Prix, but he's lifting off a little bit. He's not going to leave any room, and I don't really have the move for the outside, the inside, and Sergio Perez has gone straight to the back of stand. Not sure if anyone heard the crunch, and look at that, he's just gone. It's just like, what the fuck, man? It's stupid. This whole thing is absolute sham. And here comes Sergio Perez into 130R. Got to leave in the room on the outside. And what a bold move that is there by Sergio Perez, but we just about bully him out at the chicane to hold on to our P17. Only 2 laps to go, thank God, in this Grand Prix. And I mean, it's just, I don't even know where to begin with this race. It's been awful. We started P12, we were in the points for pretty much 1 lap, and now look at us. We are down in P17, literally fighting to hold on to what we've got with a 10-second time penalty because we went a mile an hour pretty much over the speed limit. A mile an hour pretty much over the speed limit. Here we are, final lap of the Grand Prix, and I think it's just going to be a B17 finish. Maybe we can get Ocon into the final chicane. Charles Leclerc wins the Grand Prix after an unbelievable performance. We're going to keep using boost all the way through 130R, down towards the final chicane, late on the brakes. It's a big dive, we just about keep it within track limits, and it's going to be a P16, but obviously with our time penalty, who fucking knows where that's going to put us as we go over the line. P21 in the end by the looks of it, looking at the wheel, yeah, P21. So we beat that Cadillac and Stroll at the back, but still, what an absolute nightmare of a race that was. Well, there we go then. Someone finally stops Lando Norris's domination run as he finishes in P7. He wasn't even good in that race. Charles Leclerc wins, so Oscar Piastri and Kimi Antonelli, who just beats George Russell, or holds on probably to George Russell. Max Verstappen in 5th, a brilliant result by him, and Lewis Hamilton in 6th. Gasly and Hadjar from 14th and 15th, unbelievable. Albon, unbelievable from P21. And for us, I mean, the less we say about our race, the better. From P12 to P21 with a penalty to boot as well. In the standings, what does it look like? Lando Norris only leads by 2 points now over Charles Leclerc. All of a sudden, you know, Lando Norris wins the first 3 races, including the China Sprint, and all of a sudden he still only leads by 2 points. Unbelievable how poor that result is and how consistent Charles Leclerc has been. And then you've also got Oscar Piastri only 9 points out in 3rd, so he's still a shout as well. And to be fair, I'd say even Hamilton and Verstappen are in with a shout as well. In the constructors, McLaren lead 19 points over Ferrari. Ferrari have made big gains this weekend. It looks like it's going to be a 2-horse race though for that. I don't think Red Bull or Merc are going to have much of a say in that one. We've fallen behind Merc and Williams down to 6th place, and I mean, I don't know what to say to that race. It was appalling, pretty much. I don't know what went on. Maybe it was a skill issue. Maybe the entire time it was just a fat skill issue. But P21, it's a poor result, and I'm going to want to do better for the next one in Bahrain. But until then, goodbye.